Hey guys, it's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with your collective update energy check-in. And this is especially for the Lionsgate portal from April 4th to April the 11th. Make sure you comment below and let me know how you enjoyed this reading. If you would like to book a session with me, that information will be below in the description box. Now, we're starting off with what cards wanted to show themselves, and we're starting off with the Syrian Starseed Tarot. Okay, and the first card that we get is the Two of Crystals. Okay, and so this is your Pentacles. If you want to say, okay, what does it resonate with in the tarot? But with this here, it's the yin and yang energy, but it's also saying, you know, what decision are you ready to make? And are you tapped into your divine masculine and feminine energy while also considering this? Okay, this is very important. Look, you see the yin and the yang in the background. It's like translucent. You see it there, or iridescent. And it's like you have these choices. You have these decisions to make. You gonna swim or sink. And so this is the energy coming out for the collective. We also have the Seeker of Orbs here, the Seeker of Orbs, and this resonates with the swords. But with the Seeker of Orbs, it's like, here comes the journey as she travels through the cave, and you see the starlit orbs around her, and it's like you're seeking. This is your seeking energy. This is your awakening energy. You're uncovering a lot of aha moments. Okay, the next card that wanted to show itself, we have the Ten of Orbs, but it's not so much with the swords stabbing the individual in the back. These represents the many choices that one has to decide. Again, when you get the swords, that's clarity, that's the mind. And this is like out, you know, weighing the pros and the cons and the decisions that have already been made and decisions that need to be made. Okay. The next card that wanted to show itself, look at this beauty. We have the Eight of Crystals. The Eight of Crystals. And this is definitely giving me clues of, let's make sure we all have our Lemurian quartz. All right. This is going to be huge for the collective. They're also messengers. So that's one of the stones, Lemurian quartz, pink Lemurian quartz, clear Lemurian quartz. They are messenger stones. Okay. Okay, because this is like hope, optimistic. You know what it is that you need or need to align to. And now it's in your face. It's like, look, I have it here. I have my plan. We did a shamanic journey, and a couple of the students who were at the workshop were blown away because it was like, finally, I got the information I need. Or those who are, you know, starting their spiritual awakening journey. I had, shout out to Drew. He came into the shop and I'm like, this is it. Like, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And he's like, oh man, wow. Like I've been wondering, right? And that's a beautiful feeling when you just know, right? Now the next spread I'm going to use, I have not used it on the YouTube channel yet, so you're going to be excited. The overall energy is the Ace of Crystals, and this is like, you're ready, standing above the rest, the rose that grew from the concrete. Mentally, you are ready. You have your clarity. Just make the moves. All right. Now this next deck I'm going to use, is Witch Sisters. All right, so this is the Witch Sisters Oracle, And I wanted, someone's like, just pull it, Chrissy, just use this deck. And I'm like, okay, got some messages in there. You can see how I have it like right behind the Syrian Starseed Tarot. So I'll put the two tarots together and we'll dive into the overall energy. But look at the Magician. So this is the Magician. So we don't get mad, we make magic. We don't get mad, we do magic. This is the Magician. And it's saying, you have everything you need at your disposal. You have everything you need right now. What tools do you have? And are you going to use? Okay. The first card that wanted to show itself, we have the Eight of Waters. The Eight of Waters. Well, this is the Eight of Cups. Now with this spread, I am going to read so you guys can have a better understanding. And let me know how you like this deck. Like, let me know. So when we get into the Eight of Cups, this is governing strength and the moon child together. Okay. So when you get the, excuse me, the Eight of Cups, it's like what makes us our true self. And do we need to uncover parts of us that have become lost? Why are you preventing yourself from being seen? Because as you can see in the card, she kind of hovers away. Like if I was by, I think these are selfies. Yeah, I think I would definitely be so excited to be around them and hang out, right? But she doesn't look like that. She's like, no, I'd rather not be seen. And some of us, our scars were just a part. And what I mean by that is that show your true beauty. Embrace. Because you can see looking at her, she's been through it. The next card that wanted to show itself, look, my favorite word, we got flow. And there's the inner child coming back out to the surface. Just let me be a child, let me be a kid. And how many times have you went back to your inner child energy and just hugged your younger you? But Spirit is saying, like, you have to be in flow. At this time, the way these astrological, changes are happening, you cannot force. You have to be in flow. Studying your chart is huge right now. I know a lot of you, your edges were fried crispy when these different retrogrades, started to come in. And now it's like, okay, game on, right? Let's tap back into that inner child. What do we need the most? We have Queen of Waters. And then if you feel something with the card that I show you, you can comment it in the comment sections below. But we have Queen of Waters, and I'll sit that right there, excuse me. Let's dive into this. This deck is like something serious. I'm like, whoa, this is kind of deep. And then we diving into the Queen. So, with the Queen of Waters, we're being called to reach out and show our fear, heal, and show our love without fear. And as you can see from the card, she's not shying away. She's looking dead, like straight ahead. Battered, ripped and bruised, excuse me, she's still beautiful. Right? We have the Two of Stones. The Two of Stones. And we know that resonates with the Pentacles, right? The two. And here we have the Two of Orbs over here when we started out, remember? And again, it's the decision making. Like, you know, my next move has to be my best move. But it doesn't matter as long as you move, because you still get somewhere, right? So, the Two of Stones, like all Witch Sisters twos, shows us a matched pair of figures, provoking questions about identity and relationship. Here, in addition, we have the question of direction. Does our current path lead inwards or outwards? That's what we just spoke about. The Two of Stones shows the beginning of a journey, whether this means travel, a new kind of work, or creative direction in the outer world, or whether it's related to the interior, emotional journey or spiritual path. We will still need to be grounded in order to succeed and reach our destination. We need to feel the earth under our feet and sense its energy radiating up into us, renewing our connection to nature and our place in it, connecting us with the countless generations who walked the earth before us, and with those who will follow. If you've been tuned into the lives or catching the lives, this is all I've been saying. Go into nature. Go to the ocean. Put your feet in the grass. Hug a tree. Right? This is so important right now. Now we're going to dive into this is my favorite, I think this is my favorite deck, the Creatrix Awakened. All right? And so for the overall energy, we have quantum crystallized consciousness. Quantum crystallized consciousness, okay? And it says illuminate, embrace, embody. And so this is the overall energy we're being asked to illuminate, to embrace, and embody. The first card that wanted to show itself, we have soul earthing. What did we just talk about? And then there's the infinity symbol in the middle, the 8. Only clarifying this energy is definitely for Lionsgate, all right? And you see the serpent, oh my God, the year 9, this is beautiful. Consciousness-rooted soul awakening. Consciousness-rooted soul awakening. And, you know, I tell you guys all the time, hey, you don't get one awakening, be prepared for some back to back to back to back. We also have the lineage disruptor. You are the generational chain breaker. You are the chosen one, okay? And it says truth, right, relationship, legacy, all right? So for your ancestors, for your generational line, you're standing on business for them. We have Priestess of Lumeria. Priestess of Lumeria, okay? And it says nourishment, intimacy, rapture. And when we get into the word of intimacy, we're talking about how are you adorning yourself in your self-care? How are you loving on you? What is your beauty regimen? What is the thing you love the most about you? Is it your curls? Is it your eyes? Is it your lips? Is it your waist? Looking in the mirror and saying, my golly, my gosh, you are a 10. Okay, something else. We have sacred masculine awakening. So a lot of our divine masculines are awakening, but also within us, because we carry both energies, the divine masculine energy is waking up within us too as well. And it says, eternal, sovereign, free. Right? So the next spread we are going to use, we're going to use the Ancestor spread. And I'll give you the right name. It's called Secrets of the Ancestors. So the overall energy, we have chiefness. Chiefness, okay? And it says strength tested. And what have we been getting all year? Test after test after test after test, okay? First card out, Altar of Water. Interesting. Have you built your ancestral altar yet? Comment below. Love overflowing. Love overflowing. Because what you're going to realize is that at the end of the day, nothing else matters except for the heart, except for love. We have the patriarch. The patriarch. And it says unapologetic. Yes, be unapologetically you. Now, the martyr came out in the reverse. Okay? And it came out like this, which is interesting. You see the words are like upside down. Now, with the martyr, it says sacrifice and reflection. Sacrifice and reflection. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you ready to let go of control? These are some of the things you can do that will help you along your journey a lot smoother. We also have Father of Air, leadership, take charge. This is huge. This reading is like, whoof, right in your face, right? Now we're going to get into the Isis Oracle deck. I really, really love this deck too. The overall energy, we have Temple of Black Obsidian. Temple of Black Obsidian. And it says the Dark Healing Chamber. The Dark Healing Chamber. How many of you are wearing obsidian now? This is a sign that maybe you need to keep a piece on you. Okay? The Dark Healing Chamber. And actually, because I know a lot of you guys are like, well, what's the story on Isis? And, you know, what is she about? You know, I feel her working with me, but it's different energy. I can't understand it. Okay, so we have Temple of Black Obsidian. This at least is in alphabetical order. It's coming right here. Okay, so when we talk about the Temple of Black Obsidian, I'll put the card back up so you guys can see it. When we're talking about the Temple of Black Obsidian, it goes like this. The Temple of Black Obsidian is a ruthlessly honest place of raw love and healing, truly profound and lasting. Deep relief and transformation can occur here. Black Obsidian is protective and revealing. It will prevent harm from external or internal forces, but it will also reveal that which has been lurking in the shadows of the self, trying to avoid being brought out into the open for fear of condemnation. The biggest challenge we face in entering the Temple of Black Obsidian is our own unwillingness to love and accept all parts of us. And that's just a snippet. Now, the first card that wanted to show itself, and I was blown away. Temple of Carnelian. Temple of Carnelian. And it says, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Make sure you guys look up information on Sekhmet. All right, that will be right behind this one. Interesting. I'll hold it here for you guys. Get over here. Okay. Now, in the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you onto your high destiny, calling to you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the Temple of Carnelian will bring you warmth, strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. This oracle calls you to have the courage of your convictions, to have faith in yourself and your own process, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. Sekhmet will not be defeated. So they're saying in those times that you feel weak, in those times that you feel that you're not enough, connect to the Sekhmet energy, okay? And like I said, make sure you read about it before you guys just get the nibbling into these deities and stuff. All right. Soul retrieval. There's a lot of, death and rebirth energy happening amongst the collective and the world in general, but we have soul retrieval. Okay. And it says deep soul healing with the goddess. Deep soul healing with the goddess. I'll turn that way. Hold on. Deep soul healing with the goddess. And so they're saying call on Isis, Offset. They're both the same name. Call on Isis when you need that soul purge, when you need that soul healing, when you're ready to release. Okay. The next card that wanted to show itself, we have the Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. So you will always hear that Isis is connected to Sirius, and that Isis is a Syrian starseed, etc. However, wherever you may find in your literature, but she's connected to Sirius. Okay. And that's why she's called the Lady of the Stars. She's the priestess of the stars. And when we talk about the priestess, see, I'm drawn to her because in a past life I was a high priestess for her, for Isis. And so when you start to understand where you've been, you begin to know where you're going. And it's so much easier. We have the Lunar Queen. The Lunar Queen, okay? She of the Celestial Crescent. So are you connecting to the lunar energy when you're trying to manifest, or when you're trying to do protection, or when you're trying to focus on love? You have to connect to this lunar energy. That intuitive part of you. Okay, the next spread that wanted to show itself. Let's tap in the past life oracles. The overall energy asks, what is we as a collective struggling with when it comes to our journey, when it comes to this Lion's Gate? And the overall energy was finances. It's some of us feeling like we don't have enough. There's a lot of you that want to start your business, but you're safe, and you feel safe working for the company you work for. Eventually, especially if you have those 2 M's on your palm, eventually, if you do not stop the control and surrender, everything will be shaken up. Okay? Now, this is the overall energy for the collective. It's like our finances, like we want to do what we love and follow our purpose, but, our finances have another, situation, right? Also, imprisonment and slavery. So a lot of you guys feel bound, trapped, and you're just like, why do I always feel stuck? Like I feel like I'm moving, then I slow down. I'm moving, then I slow down. Okay, in a past life, imprisonment and slavery. Next card out, we have knighthood. So the energy coming through is being loyal, being diligent, being supported by your kings and queens. This is that energy. Okay. We also have phobias. Like, what are you afraid of? Let's take it to the carpet, bring it to the carpet, and we can clear it together. But this is another thing that's carrying over to this life, that's got this life in a doozy, because your soul still remembers. And the last card that wanted to show itself is karmic relationship. So a lot of you in the collective are dealing with your past life contracts when it comes to connections, whether it be the twin flame, whether it be highly level soulmate, divine counterpart, however it resonates. This is a karmic partner because there's something that needs to be fixed in this life between you guys. And once you uncover that, your connection will bloom. All right? So guys, let me know, how did you like this reading? I'm telling you, I was about to fall asleep doing the reading. It was just so heavy, like, oof, like the energy just coming in. If you would like to book a session with me, that information again is below in the description box. But until next time, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Take care.